Highlight of the day was NightTrader. You see the trade here last night, third winner in a row, working its way out of a drawdown. We went through a drawdown on this strategy, and so this is a good trade. After that, mostly choppy. We talked about yesterday how I anticipate a crash in the market. I saw the sell-off at the end of the day, some more selling overnight. Tried to roll over here at 9:30, 9:45, and then the prop came in, the fix came in. And these markets were propped up all day by dip buyers. A lot of money still wants to just buy every dip, holding this up. NASDAQ, a little more weakness, but same thing, propped it up, choppy all day. Difficult overall trading once again. Endless chop right now. And adaptive moving average. You just see this here, short, long, and then just sideways. You see that end of day from this point on. Last 2 hours of trade were just, nothing but chop. It looked like it was going to break out one way or the other, so I guess it will. Would not be surprised. I would not be surprised to see this move higher or lower. Bias to the upside as always, because we recently made new highs and it didn't close at new highs, so now they have to close at new highs. So we will see. I thought there would be more selling today, more trend today, but more chop, and that's what we had. 60-minute breakout short, got short near the low, market reversed on us, so stopped out on that trade. And we have Asia 4 long last night, tried to buy that dip, came down here and then just chopped the rest of the day. And those were the 4 trades on the E-mini S&P, all down on the day except NightTrader. So 1 winner, 3 losers on the E-mini S&P. NASDAQ, tick count trend, it had 3 trades, 1 winner, 2 losers, minus 675 on the day. And tick pulse took 2 trades, tried to get long in here like the market would rally. Classical reversal setup. We're talking about that gap continuation and reversal. We were set up to actually take advantage of that. So gap continuation, gap down, continuation, and then reverse in the NASDAQ. We were kind of set up to take advantage of this with some of the strategies. They probably would have fired and taken out those highs. That 10,750 was a resistance level in the NASDAQ. This looked like really strong selling right here. This is really uniform. And I thought, okay, here we go. We're going to roll over now. But the prop came in and held it up all day. And so there it is. Not much distribution, consecutive distribution days on these trades. So thought it might go higher here. And then when I saw this, I thought it might go lower there. But just nothing but consolidation near the lows. So that was tick pulse, minus 1250 on the day. We had gap continuation, the $700 and $300 stop loss version were both stopped out. You see this V reversal right here. Market tried to sell off here, would not go, and reversed. Retested 11,750, tried to sell off again here, V reversed, and then chopped. So the fix is in, propping is set. Will we see higher prices overnight now is the question. Do they just prop it up to the end of the day, or will it roll over at night, or will they get their big reversal rally in the overnight session? Gold, SR counter trend 2 gold plus 475. Interesting to note, we had a long trade here, and then a long trade here, and then a short trade here. We don't typically have a reversal and trend this quick, but we got that. We're long one day and short the next day because of a big move down in gold, unprecedented moves in gold. Asia Gold 4 minus 525, Cobra Gold minus 485. It got out on a time exit, so it wasn't stopped out. But minus 485 on the day on that. And Australia Access silver, no trades on silver. Crude oil, no trades. Natural gas, no trades. RBOB, no trades. Euro, plus 150. Soybeans, soaring higher, no trades. Would have been good to have a breakout strategy on soybeans. Watch soybeans, though. We have the soybeans market. We've been talking about since it was above $10, how this could indicate inflation. And we are up at 11.45 now, hit a high of 11.50. Big move today on soybeans, so it would have been a good breakout strategy. Could have caught that move, and soybeans may go into a mode where if it goes into a strong trend, breakout strategies could be a strategy to trade volume someday. Lost on the day, minus 1390, lost yesterday, long only, so challenging day overall, and our drawdown continues right now. Let's look at the bonds. We've got this Cobra bond strategy. It's one of the optional workspaces. I'm not a huge fan of bonds. I'm not a huge fan of swing trades for this longer term, but the Cobra bond strategy that's in the optional setup, it has done, if you go back a year, it's done well, except for this drawdown. It has about a $10,000 drawdown, $136 average trade profit, and so 28,187.50 drawdown here, and then a nice rally in the equity curve here with these short trades. We have long trade too, short. That one lost, but the reason I bring up bonds is potentially higher interest rates, potentially higher inflation, potentially higher commodity prices, and that could lead to more selling in equities potentially, and something to watch out. Continue to monitor our chopper strategies. They've gone between doing really well and really bad. Really well over here, really poorly here. Did well today, and not a strategy we trade, but we look at it as an indicator. And so yeah, it took a drawdown here. So if chopping is the new mode of the market since September, we see this strategy that doesn't ever do well. It started doing well here. This indicates the difficulties of our strategy and the pain in our strategy. I thought today was tough, but the market acted more normally. So it was a normal chop, not a. I mean, it's kind of wild, the order book, but today was more of a normal losing day than what we've seen, where it's just extreme. And so the tone of the market seemed to settle down just a little bit. And but back to this chop. So the chop is the if chop were the normal mode, then now would be a good time to start trading the chopper, because it's in a drawdown, if you know what I mean. I'm talking about if you look at a strategy, if you look at a environment where the chop is the new normal, and then you want to get in on a strategy on a drawdown. So it started here, and you get in on these equity dips. You wouldn't get in here. It doesn't look like you wouldn't be able to tell here that this is the new norm. But right about here, it starts to seem like the new norm, and then it pulls back, and you think maybe it's going to go back into its longer-term downtrend, but then it comes back here, and then, okay, well, is it going to roll over now, or are we going to go higher? So it's a low-risk entry point if you want to trade this chopper strategy. Potentially, if the market continues to chop, you could trade small, as small as 1 micro to minis as well. So this represents the pain of the choppiness of the market, and this strategy does well when our strategies don't do as well typically, and so it's done well lately and our strategies have not, and so we're using that to measure that. And so hopefully this recent drawdown is actually a return to we want this thing to return down here, and for our strategies to bottom out and go higher. So that's what we're looking at, and you could use this maybe to hedge, but that's it's a risky bit of a hedge, because there's so much there can be big drawdowns in big days. So those are the trades on the day. Let's look at the VIX. So here's the deal. The VIX is at 2480. This is bullish. The market is flat to down. S&P is up 225. NASDAQ is down 195. So VIX is flat to down. And VIX is usually right. So what does this tell us? That the market should go higher, or the VIX is wrong this time, and VIX should go higher if the market rolls over. So VIX is usually right, but it may be wrong this time. So we could see a higher VIX and a lower market, or the VIX continues to trend down and the markets start to rebound and close at new highs. So we will see what happens in the next few days, 2 days into this week, and looking for a bounce in the drawdowns in our strategies.